you! Today I want to show you a technique that I've had lots of people ask me about over the last couple months, and that is creating galaxies with watercolor. While this technique might look really hard, it's actually not that difficult. So first you're going to want to get an area wet with clean water. This is a wet on wet technique, and so you need to have a nice wet surface to work on. Then start with your lightest or brightest color. Somewhere around the center is probably best. And while everything is still wet, continue to build up color, letting all the colors blend into each other, or manipulating it with your paintbrush if you want them to do something in particular. You'll want to work pretty quickly because you don't want any of these paints to dry on the page. You'll see me going back several times with a wet paintbrush to smooth out something that had too dry of an edge. And then once you have all the colors that you desire in your little galaxy, go ahead and add black. I'm using Dr. P.H. Martin's black watercolor. I think you can probably use black ink, but I'm not sure. But add the black around the edges and work your way towards the center where your lightest color is. If you have too much pigment or too much water, just dab it away with a paper towel, and that should pull your colors back forward again. Then once all of that is completely dry, it's time to add the stars. I'm using Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleedproof White, which works beautifully for this, and all I'm doing is putting it on the toothbrush and flicking it across the surface of my galaxy. So you may notice that I'm having some trouble using my pen to create those fine lines in the sea tortoise's fins and face. I think that's because whenever I was flicking the paint for the stars, I didn't cover those and they dried invisible, and my pen was running into them as obstacles on the page, so it's not the pen's fault. I also want to apologize because I accidentally deleted the footage from the overhead camera, so that's why all of the footage is from the angled camera. Most of it got caught on film, but a couple things went missing, such as the header, which completely did not get filmed, and that's my bad. I guess if I'm filming and editing every single day, there's bound to be some casualties. But anyway, that is a watercolor galaxy technique for you. Make sure you're using real watercolor paper that's nice and thick. If you try to do this on regular paper or cardstock, it's certainly going to buckle or bleed because it uses an awful lot of water. But really all it is wet on wet watercolor painting with the lightest color first and building up towards your darks. And that's really it. It's very doable and it looks really good. I hope you enjoyed this little mini tutorial. If you like this video, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe so you can catch more videos like this as A Month in Color continues. Anyway, I will catch you tomorrow. Bye!